Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, hello from the playground. You're listening to Soulful Playground Radio, WSPG, broadcasting from the playgrounds and parks across the globe. I'm Rachell, your host, and this is hour 2 of the show. We're keeping the music moving and the ideas flowing as you move through your day wherever you are in the world. Every track tonight comes from projects inspired by films and books, stories that sparked something creative and turned into sound. And we're starting this hour with something special. The next track comes from the Zero Gravity project, inspired by the beautifully strange film Waking Life. If you've seen it, you know the feeling. Conversations about dreams, consciousness, and the strange poetry of being alive. I love art that makes you think like that. Not just films or music, but the art you stumble across in everyday life. On my way to work in London, I pass street murals, tags, and little pieces of graffiti that feel like messages left for whoever happens to notice them. Some of them are chaotic, some are brilliant, and some just make you stop for a moment and wonder who left that thought behind. Music can feel like that too, a message painted on the wall of the world, and this next track definitely leaves a mark. It's gritty, it's banging, and it's the perfect way to launch the second hour. From the Zero Gravity project, inspired by Waking Life, this is The Light Switch. And before we jump back into the music, make sure you subscribe, like it, love it, leave a comment, share it with someone you know, and yes, tell your grandma to tune in as well. Thank you for being here in the playground with us today, or wherever you are in the world. We're alive, which means we always get another chance to fix what we've broken, learn something new, and start again. So welcome back to the playground. This is WSPG Radio. Turn it up, and here's The Light Switch.
In the porcelain sink, but the water turned to a river ravine. I thought I heard the alarm clock ring, but I'm still caught in the puppet string. I walk to the wall to kill the dark, but the switch is dead, not even the spark. The physics are bending, the text is floating. I'm sinking deep in the sugar coating. It feels so real, the grit and the stone, and nobody's home, yeah, nobody's home. I'm cycling through the same waking star, with a heavy anchor tied to my heart. Turn it on, turn it on, turn it on, turn it on. No light, turn it on. It never turns on, baby. Yeah. Read the paper, the headlines change, the letters rearrange into something strange. You are the dreamer, that's what it said. Before the paper, there's all in my head. I'm running fast, but the grind is slow. Where does the consciousness actually go? Layer upon layer, dream upon dream, ripping apart of the velvet seam. Turn it on, turn it on, turn it all on. Turn it on, turn it on, turn it on. Let me wake up. Is this the waking life? Or just another copy?
I can see what a sheep but sharper. Your world's a screen door, mine's the wind. You blink, I zoom. You wonder, I edit. Nice face, by the way. Through your eyes I move like static. I make the ordinary cinematic. Through your eyes I see you hiding. I'm the glitch that keeps on guiding. You call it life, I call it projection. You feel the heat, I tune the reflection. Don't be nervous, this isn't control, it's choreography. If you look close enough, you'll find me in your pupils like a fingerprint that hums. Through your eyes I write the lines. You just mouth them half the time. Through your eyes I breathe and wait. You blink once I recreate. You thought you were watching. You've been watching. You were watching. You've been watched. Hush, hush. You've been watched. Hush.
They gathered close beneath the sky. A gentle laugh, no need to cry. Hands like lanterns, glowing bright, guiding me into the night. The river calls, the river sings. It takes my weight, my broken wings. I let it flow, I let it go. The river calls me home, 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 home. I see my years in ripple streams. The good, the hard, the in-between. Faces shimmer, voices hum. They stayed until my heart went numb. The river calls, the river sings. It takes my weight, my broken wings. I let it flow, I let it go. The river calls me home, 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 home. No chains, no walls, just open air. No fear, no pain, no heavy care. The water whispers, soft and low. It's time, it's time. I river calls, the river sings. It takes my weight, my broken wings. I let it flow, I let it go. The river calls me home.
You're listening to WSPG Soulful Playground Radio.
Just keep driving. Just keep driving. Rain on the glass, a faded past. City hums slow like a ghost I know. Hands on the wheel, none of this feels real. Red light blink, I forget how to think. Everyone looks like someone I used to love. Everyone looks like someone I used to love. I drive all night. Headlights stain my bloodstream white out on dark. It's all inside. Rearview Saints, just watch me hide. Laugh in my throat, choke then float. Mirror shows me someone I don't keep. Last night's call I don't recall. Maybe I meant it, maybe I don't at all. Everyone looks like someone I used to love. Everyone looks like someone I used to love. I drive all night. Headlights stain my bloodstream white. I don't talk, it's all inside. Rearview Saints, just watch me hide. If I stop, I'll feel it, so I don't stop ever. I drive all night.
Shipping the baggage can't run. Reflecting off the chrome of the binary sun. They see the dust cloud rise and they know who it is. Nobody handles a stick with the kind like he is. I'm skipping off the surface, I'm back around the stone. The king of the desert sitting on a leather throne. My uncle thinks I'm farming, but I'm plotting out the course. Moving with the rhythm of an invisible force. Yeah, the one rats run when they hear the engine scream. I'm waking up the planet from the boring desert dream. I'm skywalking, feet don't touch the ground. Skywalking, that's finding in the town. Lead a sand in the bottom of the glass. Watch the whole world disappear and pass. I'm skywalking, yeah, I'm skywalking. I'm skywalking. I see the transport ships heading up to the stars. While I'm stuck down here just hanging in the bars. But wait until I get my hands on the next wing fighter. The future is gonna get a little bit brighter. I got the reflexes, I got the sharp eye. Born to break the limit of the heavens to sky. Bangs knows the truth, Tank knows the deal. Everything I'm saying is about to get real. So tell the empire, tell the HUD on the floor. I'm kicking down the lock on the galaxy door. Who's flying with me? Yeah. Who's leaving this rock? Yeah. We going up, we never coming down. Count it off, 3, 2, 1, blast. Skywalking, feet don't touch the ground. Skywalking, best pilot in the town. Leave the sand in the bottom of the blast. Watch the whole world disappear and pass. I'm skywalking, yeah, I'm skywalking. I'm skywalking. Leave the sand in the bottom of the glass. Watch the whole world disappear and pass. I'm skywalking, yeah, I'm skywalking. I'm skywalking. Yeah. I'm skywalking. Thank you. Try the blue milk. Skywalker.
And that was our first set of hour 2 here on WSPG Radio. We kick things off with the light switch. That beat is just mental, gritty, pulsing, and impossible to sit still to. A brilliant opener from the Zero Gravity project inspired by the film Waking Life. From there we moved into Through Your Eyes, inspired by the wonderfully strange film Being John Malkovich, a story about literally stepping inside someone else's mind. Fascinating film, but personally I'm quite happy with my own head, thank you very much. Track 3 was The River Calls Me Home, a soulful little journey inspired by Big Fish. That film always leaves me feeling a bit nostalgic, like a memory you're not quite sure actually happened, but you love it anyway. Then we heard Rearview Saints, a darker but beautiful piece inspired by the classic Taxi Driver, one of those films where the atmosphere almost becomes another character. It's gritty, uneasy and strangely poetic all at once, and closing out the set was something special. The live version of Sky Walking, recorded at his album release party. I have a feeling that track is going to be everywhere this summer. I've also heard a little rumour that he's already working on his first major label project inspired by Star Wars. I might have to make a few calls during the next set and see what I can find out. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and tell me which track from that set was your favourite, or share a moment from one of those films that really stuck with you. This is Rachell here on WSPG Radio, Soulful Playground. And if you're enjoying the show, remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave us a thumbs up and drop a comment. We love hearing from listeners all around the world. Now let's get back to the music. Another set coming your way. You're listening to Soulful Playground Radio.
I hum along unwillingly. Dead air lullaby, sing me through. No crowd, no cue, no camera view. If this is heaven, why is it quiet? Where's my script to start a riot? Lamp still flickers like it's breathing. Walls collapse without me leaving. I pull the plug, then plug me in. Be the spark that was his skin.
Testing. 1, 2. Is anyone left? If you hear me, pretend I'm real. Pretend you're Truman.
Dead air lullaby, fade to me. Turn the noise to company. If truth won't play, I'll dub my part. Press record on this broken heart.
I found it. Look at us.
The edges are curled and the color is red. Goes to the people we were in the head. I'm wearing that jacket I bought from the thrift. You're looking sideways, catching the drift. We look so important and we look so sincere. Before we had conquered the concept of fear. Caught in the flash of a cheap camera lens, the absolute peak of the lover and friends.
I remember the music, I remember the song. I remember thinking that we couldn't go wrong. Now we are paper, now we are ink. Caught in the time before we could blink. You put it in a frame or you put it away. Evidence of the miraculous day. We changed, we aged, and we grew and we died. But the people in the picture are still alive inside.
Developed in the dark, exposed to the light.
Hold tight,
Freezing the motion of a Saturday night.
black and white.
We can never go back to the start. But I'm keeping the negative safe in the heart. Picture perfect.
We look good. We looked happy. Room's colder than it used to be. Corners hum in the
listening to WSPG Soulful Playground Radio.
this is real, then where's the sky?
we've reached another halfway point here on WSPG Radio. I'm Rachell, live from the playground, and you're listening to the sounds of Soulful Playground. That last set opened with Dead Air Lullaby, inspired by the Jim Carrey classic, The Truman Show. I swear, sometimes life really does feel like we're all characters in someone else's television programme. After that, we heard Developed, inspired by the perks of being a wallflower, a film that reminds you how powerful those quiet moments of growing up can be. The third selection was Cold Room, No Exit. That track is on repeat whenever I leave the studio and head back to the flat. It's inspired by Requiem for a Dream, a haunting film but unforgettable. Then we drifted into the Improbability Drive, inspired by the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I think everyone knows by now that's one of my absolute favourite films. If the universe ever invents that drive for real, I'm definitely taking a ride. And finishing off the set was The Noise Behind My Eyes, inspired by the film Donnie, Darko. I really need to spend more time with that entire project. The singles I've heard so far are completely addictive. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and tell me which track from that set was your favourite. We're heading into the second half of hour 2. And another set of music is on the way. You're listening to WSPG Radio, the sounds of Soulful Playground. I'm your host, Rachell. Find yourself a park bench, a quiet patch of grass, or wherever you happen to be listening, and settle in. And don't forget to hit love and subscribe. Come on, YouTube. We really do need a love button. For now, though, let's show a little love to the next track. This is Second to Her.
fortress out of cobblestone. But something is vibrating underneath the floor, some kind of rhythm I haven't heard before. Can you feel that? It's beating. It's beating. It's beating. Let the structure fall. I found a heartbeat in the city of ruin. Yeah. I found a rhythm in the dusty dune. Work it out. We're building a bridge out of sound and sweat. The archaic past is the future yet. Move your body, shake the dust. Turn the iron into diamond rust. Start the study, start the dance. Give the history a second chance. I'm a woman of science, but I feel the heat pulsing up through the concrete street. No more looking back at the fossilized pain. We're dancing in the middle of the acid rain. Yeah, I found a heartbeat in the city of ruins. Ooh, yeah. I found a rhythm in the dusty dune. We're building a bridge out of sound and sweat. The archaic past is the future yet. Move your body, shake the dust. Turn the iron into diamond rust. Spacemen alive.
You breathe like the sky in slow motion. Pull the tide inside my notion. I call your name, it echoes twice. Same voice, same sin, same paradise. You're the halo in the haze, the ghost that never fades. Every time feels brand new wrong. I forget so I belong. They blink and reset my space. Every loop's a kiss in time, soft, eternal, half a crime. If you're the God I'm praying through, then hell feels holy too.
listening to an exclusive preview from Soulful Playground Radio. This is WSPG Radio, from the playground to your speakers. Let this one take you.
Met a man who built ships in his head. Never left shore, but he meant what he said. Shared a smoke with a girl from Rome. Told her my heart had lost its home. People like me, we learn slow, taking a long way every road. But somewhere between the noise and sea, I found I ain't alone, just people like me. People like me, people like me, people like me, people like me, people like me. Yeah, old man hums through crooked teeth, rhythm of life underneath. Kids kick dust where the market ends. Every laugh sounds like a miss. Maybe all the good I'll do comes from seeing me in you. People like me, yeah, we try slow, still fall down where the wild winds blow. But somewhere between the strange and free, I found a home in people like me. Me. The sand burns like a quiet thread. Stars above whisper, don't forget. I walked through shadows, tasted death. My breath is steady, no fear left. I am him, through the dark, through the dim. I don't break, I don't bend, I don't bend. I am him, I am him. Your palace reeks of greed and lies. Cold stairs, the weight of heavy skies. Chains can't hold what's born to rise. Watch me burn, see the fire in my eyes. No games, no tricks, this is my fix. The truth is quick. I am him, through the dark, through the dim. I don't break, I don't bend, I don't bend, I am him. You thought my silence was weakness, huh? Every move a blade, I don't bluff. I came for her and I'm leaving tough. You can try me, but enough's enough, enough.
That track was I Am Him, a preview from the man himself, Skywalker. Just a little sneak peek from his upcoming studio project, and if that's only a preview, I cannot wait to hear the full release. It's going to be incredible. Now let's rewind just a bit through that last set. We started things off with Second to Her, inspired by the film Big Fish, a beautiful story about memory, myth, and the stories we tell about our lives. After that came The Dig, inspired by the Royal Tenenbaums, and yeah, I'll just say it, I definitely dig it. Alright, I promise that's the last terrible pun for the day. The third selection was Halo in the Haze, inspired by the Bill Murray classic Groundhog Day. A film that somehow manages to be funny, philosophical and oddly comforting all at once. Then we moved into our exclusive drop, starting with People Like Him, from the upcoming project inspired by the secret life of Walter Mitty. A film that reminds you the biggest adventures sometimes start with a very small decision. And then Mr. Skywalker arrived with I Am Him. Honestly, nothing else needs to be said after that. I'm glad you're still here in the park with us, enjoying WSPG radio. This next set will be the final set of Hour 2. Thank you for strolling with us through Soulful Playground, and make sure to tune in for Hour 3 right here on WSPG. Soulful Playground Radio. And if you're enjoying the show, don't forget to subscribe, like and leave a comment, and tell a friend to join us here in the playground. This is WSPG Radio, broadcasting from London and playing worldwide.
You said it's cracking, I said it's fine. Don't look down, just follow my line. Your fear's the sound the ice will make. Trust is a risk we both can take. Thin ice, hold me tight. If we fall, at least it's right. Every heartbeat sharp as glass. But love don't live if we don't crash. Skies a mirror, feet on glass. I see my face in what won't last. Your breath fogs up the ghost of mine. This cold feels close, feels fine. Don't flinch, the ice knows when you're scared. Thin ice is what we are, a fragile truth, a broken star. Every crack a song, a sign. Trust me once and call it divine. noon, the clock says blue. I say both can still be true if healing slow and slightly strange. Set your watch to my exchange. Maybe it's Monday, maybe it's light. Maybe I dreamed the whole last night. If morning wants me, tell it wait. I'm still stitching back my face.
If I never was, would snow still fall? Would trains to leave? Would she still call? Would candles burn in window glass? Would kids still run through Sunday Mass?
If you never were this street would dim, the choir would sing a flatter hymn. The smallest kindness you forgot became someone's. I'm glad I'm not.
No one knows the lines ain't right. Just by being here tonight. If you vanish from this place, the whole sky loses one small trace. If I never was, would dead still bloom? Would this old house find any room? Did I just clog up all the air? Just one more worry in God's head. If you never were, some hands would shake. No steady word when hearts might break. You count your damage, not your light. You never see who slept tonight.
We are more than what we keep. Them bills and boxes losing sleep. We are threads in quiet cloth, pulled and worn but holding. No one knows the lines they write. Just by being here tonight. If you vanish from this place, the world would feel that missing
You're listening to WSPG Soulful Playground Radio.
keep walking through these halls like they owe me something true, but every shadow on the wall sounds like what's the matter with you? And I try to keep my breathing still, but my ribs feel wired-tight. Every word I never said is clawing for a little light. I'm a match inside a rainstorm. I scream behind the door. If I burn, no one will see it. They just tell me to be more. Red quiet, I bleed in silence, hold the riot under skin. If I'm broken, then I'm breaking just to feel myself again. Red quiet, hold the thunder, every tear a loaded wire. If I'm small in their reflection, why's my chest full of a fire? Why's my chest full of a fire? I keep folding up my courage like a shirt that never fits, and I swallow whole the questions till my stomach turns to grit. If I say the wrong thing softly, they'll pretend they never heard. So I carve my truth in whispers, cause I'm terrified of words. I'm a storm they called a drizzle, I'm a spark they stepped around, but I swear my heart's a furnace and it's dying to be found. Quiet, I bleed in silence, hold the riot under skin. If I'm broken, then I'm breaking just to feel myself again. Red quiet, hold the thunder, every tear a loaded wire. If I'm small in their reflection, why's my chest full of a fire? Why's my chest full of a fire? Maybe I was meant to whisper, maybe that's why I survived. But every no I swallowed keeps insisting to stay alive. I'm not nothing, I'm not empty, I'm not quiet cause I'm weak. I'm quiet cause I'm drowning in the words I cannot speak. Red quiet, louder heartbeat, shaking hands but standing tall. If I vanish in their vision, I'll still write up on the wall. Red quiet, something rising somewhere deep behind my eyes. If they never learn to see me, I'll be the one who tries. I'll be the one who tries. I've been thinking, dangerous habit, loves a slot machine, I overstabbed it. Said some things to ghosts last night, they forgave me just to be polite. Heart on credit, soul on tabs, I pray in IOUs and slabs. Sorry for everything except the fun and the lies that look like sun. If you see my better half, tell him run. I'm still drunk on being young. Oh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Made peace with every bad idea, wrote them checks still in arrears. Truth called once, I screened a call, left a voicemail saying it's all your fault. Nah, but really though, I mean it. I'm trying to grow, whatever. Hold up, this beat's kinda nice though.
See, this is the problem. I get all spiritual to the bass drops.
Sorry for everything except the fun and the mess I call religion. If redemption's red, I'm overdue, but the minibar still takes IOU. So yeah, so yeah, so yeah, so
sorry. For real this time. Unless you like, then you're welcome. Scene fix.
And you're back from that quick getaway to Las Vegas, I see. Our final set started with the track Thin Ice, inspired by the film Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That was followed by the track Maybe It's Monday, inspired by the Angelina Jolie film Girl Interrupted, and I really do love that song. Third in the set was If I Never Was, inspired by the Christmas classic It's a Wonderful Life, one of those stories that reminds you just how much one life can matter. After that, we heard Red Quiet, a piece that came to life after watching Dead Poets Society and bringing it all together like one of your grandma's best recipes. Was the unapologetic Sorry for Everything Except the Fun, inspired by Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Johnny Depp absolutely did his thing in that film. This is Soulful Playground Radio, and I'm your host, Rachell. Thank you for joining me on this walk through the playground. Come back and spend the next hour with us. Enjoy your day, keep your feet in the grass, and keep the music playing. This is WSPG Radio, broadcasting from London. And see, I told you, your grandma is going to love this show. Join us again in the next hour. We've got a few guest appearances lined up. And let's just say, things are about to get Jurassic.